Good day. I'm Miss Aiza P. Ramos.
I'm Miss Rosellyn L. Umali.
We are here to present our study titled Electronic Learning, a Strategy in Improving the Grammar of Written Students. Grammar is the set of rules that explain how words are used in a language. That is according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Studying the structure of sentences is beneficial to everyone. It leads to better communication, whether written or oral. Also, it has been part of the life of many. Due to its significance, grammar is a part of the most of the curriculum all over the world. They say that Filipinos are good speakers of English. That is why other countries wanted to hire Filipino teachers. The Filipinos can understand the English language, for it is part of the curriculum of the Philippine educational system. They have been studying the language as early as elementary until they reach their collegiate years. They have been studying the language as early as elementary until they reach their collegiate years. Despite this, there is a huge number of Filipinos that are still confused on different aspects of English, like grammar. Actually, the levels of English proficiency of collegiate graduates coming from our country is lower than the target English proficiency of high school students in Thailand. According to a study conducted by the Hopkins International Partners, which is the official Philippine representative to the group called Test of English for International Communication, or the TOEICE. It is according to the GMA News Online, dated February 21, 2018. With this, we conducted a study that will help the students of Tanza National Trade School because it is evident on their performance in school and also after school, or even they have graduated from high school and sometimes even in college. Based on the achievement rate in English 10 of Tanza National Trade School, there are 45 written students that are low performing on their grammar lessons. It is evident on their written exams. My partner and I designed a self-made video tutorial on a particular grammar lesson, specifically the pronoun antecedent rule. It is a asynchronous video tutorial. So, there is a need to find solution on how students are going to retain and apply grammar rules on their mind. With this, that is why we have the electronic learning or the e-learning design. The e-learning material has undergone content and ICT validation before it was handed down to the respondents. It is intended to help the students learn the pronoun antecedent lessons even outside the schools on their own. Research questions. What is the result of the pretest of written students? What is the result of posttest of the written students? Is there a significant difference between the pretest and the posttest of written students? Those are the questions that we sought to answer in our study. For the scope and limitation of our study, the main purpose of this study is to help both teachers and students in coping with the problem that the students are encountering upon understanding grammar. With the utilization of an e-learning material, which is the self-made video, lack of knowledge in English can lead to miscommunication and misinformation. Therefore, e-learning is crafted to improve the knowledge and skills of both students and teachers in teaching and learning English. With the aid of this material, students who don't fully understand a certain grammar lesson can easily go back to the point which is not clear to him. On the other hand, teachers will have the chance to use the material on their remedial classes. Our respondents are the graded students from the section with the lower mean percentage score during the pretest. The study was conducted inside the Tanza National Trade School campus at Paradahan 1, Tanza, Cavite. The pretest and post-tests were administered after the class.
This study used random sampling technique to test the validity of the given pretest to the sample. The unedited pretest was administered to all grade 10 students. There were questions which were omitted and replaced, while there were items retained. This was done through the use of SPSS. The validated pretest through the use of SPSS was then administered again to all grade 10 students. Therefore, the section with the lowest mean per score was considered the sample group of this study. Here are the research methodology that we made use. First, we administered the validated pretest to all grade 10 students to get our sample. After identifying our sample, we let them utilize the series of validated e-learning material that we have designed. This process took part for a week. Next, we administered the posttest to the sample and compared the results of the pretest and posttest using paired t-tests to see if there's a significant difference between the scores. The table shows the results of the study. During the pretest, there were 22 students who got a score which is below average, and there were 14 who got an average score, while there were only 6 who got above average. On the other hand, during the post-test, none of the students got below average score, while there were only 9 students whose performance level is average. It is evident that the number of students whose performance level is above average has increased. Having these results, the pretest got the mean of 15.02, while the posttest got the mean of 26.76. The results show that the t-value of the scores is 21.87 and its p-value is less than 0.0001, which indicates that there is a high significance difference between the post-test and pre-test.
That ends our presentation. Thank you.